be heard. When security issues are tabled before the council, people make contributions. The case of the Southeast with IPOB was a case where there was no representation from anybody from that zone. IPOB was immediately branded a terrorist organization, and they took a decision to go to court to proscribe it. There was no voice to say, no, these people are not terrorist organization. They don't belong to terrorist organization. There was nobody. It was convenient for them to reach that quick decision because there was nobody to say, no, this is not the reason. These people are agitating for attention to their plight as a people. Why can't you find a way of dialoguing with these people, use the carrot approach, bring them to the table, and offer them hope? Because hope keeps people alive. Tell them, we'll meet you this way, calm down, everything will be all right. But there was nobody to do that. They launched Operation Python Dance. I don't know what they will launch before the elections. You know, we may see crocodile is launched somewhere. There must be hippopotamus dance before the next elections in the Southeast. These are things that are not managed because of non-representation. If there was anybody from the Southeast in the National Defense Council, he will advise caution that this is an alternative. Let us set up a committee to interface with these youths. The other day, a few days ago, I saw Nnamdi Kanu resurfaced in Israel, Jerusalem. That's where he is now. And they were here. The borders were porous. He left Umuahia. Nobody saw him. And only he surfaced the other day. Very soon, some challenges will start coming again. But these are things you can ordinarily solve through dialogue. I have continued to canvass this situation, both on televisions, newspapers, and various interviews, that the way the IPOB issue had been handled by the government of Nigeria was wrong. I said so. People who don't carry arms, you don't brand them terrorists. Otherwise, people will be killed every day in the Southeast if it was the situation. No bombs, nothing. You've never heard that a bomb was detonated in the Southeast. You know, those elements you find in terrorism. You know, you find terrorism elsewhere. Then those elements were absent. So people are just calling on government to look on their way and help resolve their problems. Instead of doing that, they're using a big stick to kill an ant. And I asked a question, I said, have you seen anywhere in the world where you proscribe a people's grievances with court order? So if you are not happy now, I'll get to the court and ask the court to order you to be happy. Will you be happy? So you don't use court order to go and tell somebody not to be happy. He will continue to be angry until you look at the reasons for his being unhappy. And this is what Nigerian government should do. This country will be great for everybody. If something develops somewhere, all of us will run there and then see what's the problem, what do we do to resolve it. The other day in Kaduna, 55 people were killed. People are continuously being killed. And there was one thing I said one day in the chamber here, when the killings were on daily basis across the country. I said, these killings were going on because government has not done the right thing. The government must move in soldiers to these places. If you move soldiers to these places, you'll be able to contain the insurgency and the spate of killings going on. It was on April that I said, April 24th, during plenary. On 26th, the president directed that the soldiers should go to Benue. And when they went into Benue, within a few days, some people were apprehended. Thereafter, have you been hearing about killings again in Benue? It went down. They took over Zamfara forest. They said, oh, these are people from across the border. They come there to kill people. I said, unless you launch a military operation, that place, you can't stop it. Finally, the government ordered a raid on the forest. Have they been killing people in Zamfara again? These things will go down. It's just a decision. The will to do the right thing, take the right action, everything will end. So that is what we are saying now. It's easy to quench all protests. Okay, I'm waiting for Labour, TUC, and Nigeria Labour Congress. they've just given notice that they will go on strike next week. So let them prepare and go to court and order them to go to work. So we must know how to handle our problems through dialogue and persuasion, so that if you eliminate sources of dissent, you hope to have a progressive country. Thank you. So you